All right, it's time for me to answer the most asked question I have had on TikTok since I started making videos in 2020. And that question isn't about ADHD or autism, or maybe it is. But the question is, what about your watch, dude? Okay, I get my watches on Amazon. They're from a company called Oulum, Oulm. They make all kinds of really cool watches. This one just happens to be my favorite one. That clock, it's three different clocks. No, I don't travel a lot. This one is set to where I'm at. The bottom one is set, yeah, the bottom one there is set to Greenwich Mean Time because I'm a big nerd. And that one doesn't work. So I always say that one is set to my home planet of Gallifrey. Probably just needs a battery, but I haven't done anything with it. But yeah, the company is called Oulum. They make all these kind of cool watches based off of like old fighter pilot cockpits and race cars and like really wild, funky geometric designs. I like them because they look cool, they're unique, they look kind of pricey, but really these things are only like $30. And as someone who has really, really gnarly ADHD and a lot of impulsivity issues, buying cheap watches is a really smart thing for me because I won't take my watch off if I need to go do something. Like, there are at least three of this particular watch, this one, that I've purchased probably 5 times now. There are at least three of these buried in my yard somewhere. There are also garden trowels and I think a wallet in my yard somewhere. My yard is like an ADHD time capsule because I'm also a huge gardener. And I don't stop when I see that I need a weed or dig a hole or something like that. I'll do it in dress clothes. It drives my wife crazy. But yeah, I've lost a handful of these. So Oulum is the company. And it kind of does actually have to do with my ADHD because one of the big problems with ADHD is time blindness. So I started wearing really cool watches because they bring me pleasure. They bring me joy. I like to look at the cool shiny thing on my wrist over and over and over throughout the day. It's a great prop. It's a great conversation piece. People are like, hey man, cool watch. I'm like, hey, thanks. Look, I just started up an instant conversation. Woo, social anxiety. We're not talking about me, we're talking about my watch. So now I've made a new friend. And I'm looking at my watch all the time because it's pretty, which means I'm also knowing what time it is all the time. So it's a weird sort of flex hack ADHD time blindness social anxiety tool for me to have fun, exciting watches. Yeah, so if you want one, they have them on Amazon. Oulm is the company, Oulum. All kinds of neat stuff. And they make them in men's and women's. Not that it really matters that much because it's your wrist. Wear what you want.